Hello, hello, hello. This is Elle coming to you from Beamish Crafty Corner, and this is the next box in our series. Isn't it a cutie? This one's really special. So this one we actually make on the envelope punch board. It's pretty easy to do. So let me tell you a little bit about this one. This one is fairly nice. It's about it's 3 3/4 by 4.5 by 1 inch. So pretty healthy box. And this one here, let me go ahead and pull this band off so we can see it, is just like a little flip open. And I even made a little card to go inside of it. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do this one. So let's get supplies out. We're going to need a bone folder on this one. You're going to need a small pair of scissors, some glue or tape of your choosing. Definitely going to need a scoring tool. And an envelope punch board if you have one. If you don't, unfortunately, this one's a little bit harder to do. But if you have the envelope punch board, not a problem. So go ahead, sit back, watch the video. This one requires an 8-inch by 8-inch piece of paper. And at the end, you will have my little card box. Start by placing our piece of paper at 3 inches. We're going to punch this. And we're going to score it on the provided score line. Go. Then we're going to move it over to 4.5 inches. We're going to punch it again. And score it. Then we're going to line up that score guide, this little piece right here. We're going to line that up on our first score line. If you're keeping track, that'll take you to 3.5. We're going to punch. And we're going to score. And then we're going to move the whole thing over to the next line, which should take you out to 5 inches. We're going to punch and score. We're just going to keep doing that all the way around the piece. Line up on the line, punch, score, move it over to the line, punch, score, line, punch, score, line, punch, score. Now, if you want to, this would be a good time to round all of the corners. I'm just going to be using the punch board because it's what I have here. You may want to use a regular corner rounder or a decorative corner rounder. All right. So the next thing, when we look at this, we have 2 distinct sides. We have wide side, narrow side. We're going to fold this on all of the score lines, okay? I'm just going to use my bones folder here to burnish these folds. For those of you that are not card makers, burnishing basically means pressing or reinforcing. Because what we're trying to do is break down the paper. The paper wants to be flat. It was made to be flat. We don't want it to be flat. All right. Keeping the wider points top and bottom and the smaller points to the middle. You can take your scissors. You're going to come in on each of the wide sides, and you're going to cut up to the fold. And then you're just going to angle out and cut out the score line. Okay? So, let me get this where you can see here. Let me get this out of the way. So here's our tab. I'm going to cut just to the inside of the score line. Okay, and then I'm going to just barely remove it. I'm going to do that on all 4 of these, making sure that my first cuts are on the wider flap side, okay? This is a lot harder trying to do this so you guys can see. To the line, and then take out the score line. All right, next part is pretty easy. We're going to fold down the 2 bottom flaps, fold those in. And I'm going to use tape for this, just so we can do it quickly. So we're going to apply some adhesive on these tabs. And then we're going to stand this up. We're going to bring up the bottom piece, making sure that we get that nice crisp corner. See how tight and crisp that corner is? That's what we want. We don't want any overhang of any kind. And we're going to do that on both sides. Now that's going to help to assure that our box is square. Now, for this next step, we're going to put a little bit of tape or adhesive right here on the corner of one of these side small flaps. And we're going to kind of mock up the top corners. And that's going to help us line this up. Okay. Now once we have those together, then what we're going to do is we're going to put tape along our bottom here. Now we don't want to come all the way up to the top because that point actually overhangs just a little bit. So we want to stop with the tape about halfway, about a ½ an inch from the top. We're going to turn this down, turn it over. We're going to go in there and press that down. You can use your bone folder to come in and just press all that. And that's it. There's your box, guys. Looks like a big, fat, thick envelope. And you can make these little note cards to go inside, and the note cards measure just at 4 3/8 by 3 1/2, and they fit in there very nicely. You can actually fit about 6, 7 of these with envelopes into the box. You go ahead and close it up, and then you can tuck this in if you want and make it a tuck box. Or you can leave it on the outside and put a cute little sticker right here to close it, or wrap it up in some ribbon. So until the next time, guys, do me a favor. Hit the subscribe button, like me, ring my bell, and share me with all your friends. Because I'm making boxes and teeny tiny little cards. Till the next time, guys. Bye-bye.